Hello, today we are going to run through how to fix eBay categories. It has come to our attention that a number of sellers have quite a few of their listings in an inappropriate category, which is resulting in very minimal exposure on eBay. So we definitely want to get that fixed because eBay category 1 is very important when it comes to cataloging. And it's also how the item specifics are attached to your listing. So if you have the wrong eBay category for eBay category 1, not only are you lowering your risk of even coming up in search, but you don't have the ability to really describe your items properly in order to, one, make sure that people have the right that they're purchasing the right item to reduce after sale issues, but also it helps increase your visibility even more when you add in item specifics. So I did a search here on one that I already am aware of that is incorrect, and so I'll show you here. I'm going to double click into it. And we've got categories and item specifics. So what we're concerned with here is this eBay category 1. That is where all of your item specifics are going to come from. So you'll see down here that the item specifics for this category, because it's just other car and truck parts and accessories. So it's very, broad as far as these could be for any type of part. And so really this part should be switched around. You want to reserve any that end in other, any categories that end in other, you want to reserve that for eBay category 2, and you don't ever want to select an other category for eBay category 1. If there isn't a match that is perfect, you'll choose the next best one. All right, so how we are going to do this here is we just hit select. An important thing to remember about categories is that you have to make sure you're on a final leaf. Each one of these drop downs is considered a leaf by eBay. All right, so we've got, this was injection parts, fuel injection parts. So you'll see here, this is still not a final leaf. I have to be on a final leaf where it no longer will expand out. All right, so watch what happens now to my item specifics after selecting this more appropriate category. See, now it's got fuel type, what's included. All this was missing before. And you'll notice that eBay so eLink gets its information directly from eBay. It tells you how often or how many times this specific item specific was searched for by your buyer. So it can help you determine where to put your energy. But all this information was completely missing when we had that other category. All right, and so since we can't have, and this is additional. So another thing just to note is that eBay category 1 and eBay category 2 do have to be different from each other. They cannot be the same. And you can always clear eBay category 1. It's not mandatory that you use it, but of course, it's just going to help your visibility by using 2 categories. All the eLink subscribers, all eLink users do get 2 categories for free. So you might as well use it if you can. All right, so I'm just going to come on down here and I'm going to hit save and revise. Check here, because you can do this in bulk, and I'll show you just in a second. So this is part 322. All right, so I'm going to come down here. I'm just going to hit save and revise. And now it's going to tell me my search is gone. Okay, so 322. So I'm going to come up here. That was just showing you individual edit. Now I'm going to show you how to do this in bulk. So since one of the 322s was incorrect, I might as well just make sure that all of mine are properly categorized. So I'm not even going to worry about going in and seeing which ones are improperly categorized and which ones aren't. I'm just going to bulk change all of them. Now, if you already have item specific selected, you'll want to think through this and determine whether or not you want to bulk change, because keeping in mind that if you bulk change it to a new category, it's going to wipe out the old item specifics. So if I have, let's say I have 15 of these that are in the proper category with item specifics attached, I'm going to be fine. But if I had them in a different category with item specifics attached, it would just, if I end up changing it, it's going to wipe out any. For the most part, you're going to be okay on this because if it was in the wrong category to begin with, you want to have new item specifics anyways. But just something to note that changing categories, if you change to a different category, it is going to wipe out the old item specifics because the item specifics are category specific. So, of course, if you have any questions on that, reach out and we can go over that. All right, so I'm just going to hit bulk change here. And because I don't have visibility into each and every one of these, I am going to change eBay category 1 and eBay category 2, just so that way I don't end up with any flags in case some of them end up being, matching and whatnot. So since I'm already in here, I'm just going to make sure it's all correct. All right, so this was fuel. There we go. Fuel injection parts, fuel injectors for eBay category 1. Select. Yes, I'm going to change. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's going to lose any item specifics if you are changing the actual category. If it's being changed to the same one, you're going to be just fine. So this is changed to eBay category 2. And again, we could do an other for this. But in this case, I'm going to actually do fuel injection, additional fuel injection parts instead of another category. Select, update, and then of course, making sure that you hit revise. All right, so if you want to report on any of your listings, your specific listings that have the incorrect category assigned, please reach out and we'll be happy to email that over to you. I do suggest doing that so that way you can kind of be a little more efficient with your time. But it's very, very important that you do not list in eBay category 1 other parts and accessories, because again, your visibility is just really, really minimal, and it's really tough to sell an item in that category. So again, eBay at hollanderparts.com with any questions, and feel free to comment.